Hello race fans and welcome back to the More Freedom series. We have traveled to the California Speedway for the California 50. This is going to start the second half of season number 3. This is going to be race number 19. And the points race is very, very close. So let's go through your top 10. Your points leader will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Second place will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Third will be the 300 of Resemble. Fourth will be the 00 of Mudbone. Fifth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Sixth will be the 96 of Nico. Seventh will be the 40 of Veteran Chaos. Eighth will be the 80 of Hog Eric. Ninth will be the 07 of Douche Baggins. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. So that's your top 10 in points. Let's go through those team points. Still, currently the leader in the team points is going to be MBR. Second will be Douche Motorsports. Tied for second will be KFB Racing. Fourth will be Aces to Z Motorsports. And rounding out the top 5 right now will be Dump and Roll Racing. Your chassis standings look like this: Dodge, Chevy, Toyota, Ford, and Pontiac. So that is your point situation as we go into the second half of season number 3. Starting here at California, our West Coast swing kicks off now. We're about to get this show on the road, get the racing underway, so let's do it. Let's go racing. Let's go through your starting top 10 today for this California 50. Starting on the pole will be the 42 of ZWTF, and on his outside, the 13 of King of the Aces. Starting third will be the 51 of AJM, and on his outside, the 799 of Mike Check. Starting fifth will be the 38 of Baseman, and on his outside, the 8 of Moon Bunny. Starting seventh will be the 20 of Adam B5000, and on his outside, the 72 of Duchess. Starting ninth will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack, and rounding out your top 10 will be the 420 of Queen of Hearts. So your points leader today, that 329 of Heck of a Duber, is going to be starting in the 13th position today. Last week's winner, the 49 of Jetman, who won at the All-Star race, will be coming out in 23rd today. Other notables, Arco will be starting 22nd. Third place in points at 300 of Resemble will be starting 26th. Fourth place, the 00 of Mudbone, he will be starting... he'll be starting way somewhere in the pack, as I can't find his number. 32nd, all the way back in 32nd today here at California. But that 42 of ZWTF is going to be leading us down to take the green flag here today. I believe this is going to be his first pole on the season. I know he's looking to move up in the point standings right now. He's currently running 19th this year as he leads us down to take this green flag here at California. Green flag is out. We are underway as we cross the line. ZWTF heading down into turn number 1. Great 2, 3, 4 wide action right now into turn 1 they go. ZWTF down to the bottom of the track. That 51 of AJM right there to his back bumper. Z getting a good drive down the backstretch. The 51, the 13, and the 38 lining up behind him. Down into 3 and 4 they go. That 42 of ZWTF looking for his first win this year in the More Freedom series. He has a win, I believe. I think he only has one win. I cannot remember overall. I think it came in season number 1. As he does lead us down, let's bring up your timing and scoring. As always, top 10 on the left. Your favorite driver scrolling across the top. The leader, again, is going to be that 42 of ZWTF. Followed right there behind him is going to be the 51 of AJM and that 13 of King of the Aces. King of the Aces looking to start a great second half to his season. Hopefully move up in the points as he's currently running 21st right now. Get back into the winner's circle like he did in season 1. Maybe make a run to the front to take over the points position. But your points leader, that 329 of Heck of a Duber, now up to the 5th position after, again, Duber starting 13th. Already up to the 5th position as that 29 of Wishbone Attack runs way high through the turn and down the backstretch. Double wide action right now behind that front group as the 777 of Seabass right there underneath the 799 of Mike Check. Mike Check with a little bit different paint job for the second half of the season. Numbers changed a little bit on his car, the 660 and the 420 at Queen of Hearts. So they got a little bit different scheme just in the number area. As we got a battle for the lead right now as that 51 of AJM down to the inside of the 42. ZWTF followed right behind him is going to be that 34 of Super Snake. So Super Snake, who is Amish Buggy Racing, only 2 Pontiac drivers, and it's a 2-car team, currently running in the 12th position in points in front of the single-car team of that ZWTF for Juice Deuce Racing. As AJM looking to get win number 2 under his belt this year, takes us down to the stripe, and he is going to be your leader here on lap number 4. Thinking about making a 3 wide right there was that 34 of Super Snake, your points leader, the 329 of Heck of a Duber right there, the Ketchup Taco car for Douche Motorsports, trying to get his second win of the season, solidify his points lead, as G3 was thinking about getting down to the inside of the 42 of ZWTF here, as Z down to the bottom of the track, right there in front of the 34 of Super Snake. G3 up high right now on that 34 as she's going to get some draft with the 42 and the 51. Down into 1 and 2 they go. That 42 is ZWTF back to second place right now. So the 34 is Super Snake working hard underneath that 3 of Geek Girl Games as the 329 of Heck of a Duber slides up to the high line behind that 3 of Geek Girl Games. Sliding down is that 13 of King of the Aces right there in front of the 619 of Balls Deep, Big Slick for KFB Racing. Off turn 4 they come, down to the tri-oval here at California, as the 619, a Big Slick to the inside or outside of the 13 of King of the Aces, making a 3 wide right now with that 660 of Garrett Miller. Garrett sliding back behind that 619 as G3 looking to make a run to the inside of the 42 of ZWTF. We're going to see if the 34 of Super Snake goes with her or if she's going to get hung out to dry right here. He is down to the inside. The 34 of Super Snake does go with her. As of right now, we're going to see what he does as the 329 of Heck of Duber slides up high. He's looking to get a draft on that 42 of ZWTF. Duber trying to make it 4 wide right now into turn 1. Thinking better of it, getting behind that 42 is ZWTF as the 3 of Geek Girl Game is going to take over the second position from the 42 is ZWTF as the 34 is Super Snake way down to the bottom, slow off of turn number 2. He's going to lose a couple spots here to the 42 and the 329. He's trying to work back underneath the 329 of Heck of a Duber. But Duber sliding high. He's going to get the draft with the 42, possibly the 42 of ZWTF, as he's really quite high right now. The 51 of AJM has contention now from the 3 of Geek Girl Games. G3, who led, I believe, 76 laps last week at North Wilkesboro and had that incident with the 23 of Fuller Than You. Hopefully they got their differences worked out over the weekend and all that stuff, as that was a rough break for the 3 of Geek Girl Games, as he definitely had the car to beat early on in the race last week, and just being absolutely taken out by that 23 of Fuller Than You was just heartbreak for her. As she battles right now with the 51 of AJM for MBR, the 3 of Geek Girl Games, the owner of G3 Motorsports, pushing her car out to the front of the pack right now, as she does not have any drafting help, as the 42 and the 51 and those Dodge vehicles have hooked up on the top of the track. The 329 of Heck of a Duber trying to slide round right there in front of the 619 of Big Slick. So AJM and the 3 of Geek Girl Games battling it out right now for the top position, as she is working hard in the low line, as the 42 is ZWTF now working down to the bottom. He's going to try to take advantage of this run by the 3 of Geek Girl Games. But that 51 of AJM, who he does have a strong car here today at California, he gets in line with the 3, and the 42 is going to just fall into line right behind him there as the 329 of Heck of a Duber loses a couple positions here. He's now battling with the 34 of Super Snake and that 660 of Garrett Miller here on lap number 11. So we've got 3 different leaders so far here at California between ZWTF, AJM, and the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Currently, your fastest lap is going to be by that number 3 of Geek Girl Games at 194.907 seconds, or 36.945 miles per hour. As the 619, as we do have pit stops on the track, folks. Pit stops on the track. Your first taker is going to be that 51 of AJM as he gets down into the pits, slows down way far. As we see that 51 ducking down pit road. Gets back up to speed a little bit here as the 3 of Geek Girl Games is your leader. Currently still under the green flag, as you never know. The pit stops here in the More Freedom Series can be tricky amongst these drivers. The 51 into his pits. We're going to watch and see what he does. Right side tires going on for that MBR Dodge. You see his teammates, the 88 and the 25. 4 tire stop for the 51 of AJM. Fuel going in. And he's down and away. We're going to see where he comes out of the pits at. Here comes that 34 of Super Snake. The 42 is ZWTF down and away. He's going to follow right behind him. Right behind, almost gets into that Dodge Challenger pace car. So the 51 of AJM into the pits. It looks like the rest of the field as well. The 3 of Geek Girl Games still being shown as your leader as of right now. We're going to see what she does in the pits, gets out of the pits, etc., etc. As I saw on the screen, her teammate, the 143 of Mom Games Hard. So AJM making his way onto the front stretch here. Gonna watch and see where that 3 of Geek Girl Games comes out of the pits at. There's G3. She's getting that car up to speed. Right behind her is going to be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. We're going to see if the 51 of AJM can catch up to her through the turn. Speaking of ketchup, that ketchup taco car right there in the second position behind the 3 of Geek Girl Games. He's going to slide up in front of the 51 of AJM, and AJM down to his inside right now in that Trojan Dodge for MBR. Down to the inside of the 329. He's working to try to catch up to the back bumper of the 3 of Geek Girl Games, who after those pit stops does retain the lead. Almost a 3-car breakaway right now as the 329 and the 3 are hooked up for the draft here down the backstretch and into the front stretch. So that 51 of AJM is going to need some drafting help to get around the number 3 of Geek Girl Games as he works to the inside of the 329 of Heck of a Duber again off of turn 4. Down into 1 they go for another time. That 51 of AJM down to the inside. He follows right behind the 3 of Geek Girl Games. We got 3 wide action back here behind him with the 42 of ZWTF. 07 of Douche Baggins with a great pit stop. He's up to 7th right now. DB, having started in the 36th position, has made his way up to the 7th spot. As that 3-car breakaway still G3, Duber, and AJM 1, 2, 3 right now. As the 660 of Garrett Miller to the inside of the 42 of ZWTF, the pole sitter. Watching this battle right now for the 5th position or 6th position. 5th or 6th, let's go with that. As the 42 of ZWTF racing right now with that 660 of Garrett Miller as the 13 of King of the Aces. Shoo! Close. Close racing right there between that 42 and the 660, as the 42 is EWTF right there across the front bumper of the 60 of Garrett Miller. 13 of King of the Aces right now hooked up with this 777 of Seabass underneath his teammate, the 34 of Super Snake. So battle for the 10th position right now between the 34, the 13, and the 777. 777 slow off of turn 2. Falling into the clutches of that 11 of TC Roberts. One of the Aces to Zeb Motorsports drivers, TC hasn't been talked about much this year. He's just had a rough year. Currently running 33rd in points is at 11 of TC Roberts. That 777 of Seabass is trying to work to move up his way in the standings right now, as he's still running 37th in points. If he keeps it up right now, he'll have a 10th place finish on the day, which I'm sure he's going to like. Checking in on the front of the field, the 3 of Geek Girl Games, still a 3-car breakaway right now, as the 51 of AJM still trying to work underneath that 329 of Heck of a Duber. Duber getting the draft with the 3 of Geek Girl Games. The 51 of AJM definitely has a little bit better car than the 329 of Heck of a Duber, but Duber again getting that draft helped by the 3 of Geek Girl Games, and he is unable to make that pass as the 51 of AJM, but allowing the 619 of Balls Deep Big Slick for KFB Racing to start catching up to this 3-car breakaway. Check back through the pack as the 07 of Douche Baggins now has the 42 of ZWTF right there on his back bumper. 4 cars on the line here, the 07, the 42, the 660, and the 13. Check back through the field a little bit here, see what's going on in the back of the pack. Known wrecker, that 23 of Fuller Than You, currently running in the 17th position. Yet to wreck anybody here today at California. Race isn't over yet, though. Plenty of time, as the 123 of Roy Chow down to his inside, and the 25 of JTM trying to work with the 123 of Roy Chow. That's the 999 of Deviant right there, teammates to that 123 of Roy Chow. That 25 of JTM going to be hung out to dry here by the 123 and the 999. He's going to lose a couple positions here. Here comes this 20 of Adam B5000 trying to get him some draft help. 72 of Duchess looking to take that position away from the 25 of JTM, as the 20 of Adam B5000 slides up the track. JTM might lose another spot here, but no, right across the front nose of that 20 of Adam B5000 goes the 25 of JTM. Jump back through this field some more. Last week's winner, the 49 of Jetman, currently running in the 23rd position behind his teammate, the 96 of Nico. Another MBR car right there, the 88 of NM. 38 of Baseman, who started 5th on the day, dropping back to the 29th position as of right now. And there's 80 of Hog Eric, currently running in the 33rd position. Battling right now for last place on the track is going to be the 40 of Veteran Chaos and that 33 of Harvey Jones. But back here, up at the front of the field, we have the 3 of Geek Girl Games, the 329 of Heck of a Duber, the 51 of AJM, and that 619 of Balls Deep for KFB Racing. Right here, 4-car breakaway at the front of the field. This might be good for that 51 of AJM if he can get that 619 of Balls Deep to go with him here. Get around that 329 of Heck of a Duber, make his run back towards the front, and see if he can get back up there, lead a couple more laps, as G3 now has led 15 laps on the day. 329 of Heck of a Duber slowly inching and closing his way in on that 3 of Geek Girl Games. So 4-car breakaway up here at the front of the field. As the 619 thinking about dropping to the inside of that 51 of AJM, but thinking better of it right now, as he wouldn't have any draft help. As he goes high, it looks like That 51 of AJM is coming into the pits, so pit stop number 2 for the 51. Followed behind him is going to be that 07 of Douche Baggins, the 42 of ZWTF, and the 13 of King of the Aces. Let's watch and see what the 51 takes on here. Let's see if he's going 4 tires or as we hit halfway. So we probably have at least one more pit stop to go here at California, as G3 is going to lead at halfway here. Watch that 51. He is taking left side tires right now. Right side tires. So 4 tire stop for the 51 of AJM. Fuel going in. He's down and away. Here comes that 07 of Douche Baggins. DB with a great pit stop here. So it looks like the rest of the field is into the pits. The 329 of Heck of a Duber, he's down and away. Watch Duber head down this pit road. We might catch up with the leader, the 3 of Geek Girl Games. I'm going to see if any of these drivers who were running pretty far back, if they decide to take 2 tires, as the 329 of Heck of a Duber is going to beat out that 3 of Geek Girl Games out of the pits here, as will the 619 of Big Slick, balls deep. Here comes the 51 and the 07 through the tri-oval right now. So Duber, Big Slick, and G3 out of the pits. Duber and Big Slick out in front of these 2 drivers. But that's not gonna, as DB able to get around the 51 of AJM. So Douche Motorsports out front, as the 07, the car owner, has worked his way up to the 3rd position here today after starting 36th. But your leader on the track is going to be the points leader, that 329 of Heck of a Duber. Duber looking to put another notch on his belt here in the More Freedom Series, get 2 wins on the year as he makes that run towards the championship. No wins in the More Freedom Series prior to this season is at 329. So that switch over to Douche Motorsports from being his own car owner is looking like a great move as of right now for the 329. Duber, not having to worry about all the day-to-day operations, anything like that. Moving over to Douche Motorsports and just being able to drive his car, I think that's really helped this 329, obviously, as he is your points leader, and now working to try to get his 2nd win of the year and 2nd win of his career. As the 619, a Big Slick, I believe he is trying to work on get his 1st win of his career, but that 07 of Douche Baggins down to the inside of the 619, a Big Slick, balls deep, into 1 and 2 they go. Off the backstretch, the 07 of DB trying to power himself underneath that Ford for KFB Racing. The 07 for Douche Motorsports, the car owner right here, working underneath that 619 of balls deep. The 51 of AJM lurking right there in the background, not able to make a difference here in this battle for the 2nd position between the 07 and the 619. The 329 of Heck of a Duber right now is just, he's not coasting, but he is definitely not worried as these cars battle side by side for the 2nd position. AJM thinking about getting down to the inside. He's thinking about following that 07 as they head down into 3 and 4. So Douche not able to get that draft help by the 51 of AJM as he is a little too far back, not able to make the pass on the 619. Your 4th place car is going to be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. She led 18 laps so far here today, as we have 3 wide action right here behind that 660 of Garrett Miller. Battle with the 13, the 11, and the 42 of ZWTF, as that 123 of Roy Chow has worked himself into the 10th position. That 123 of Roy Chow started 37th on the day, and he has worked his way up to 10th right now. He's battling with the pole sitter, the 42 of ZWTF, and the 34 of Super Snake. Super Snake starting 11th. Trying to get back up towards the front right now, as the 799 of Mike checking that Toyota, trying to run right behind that 123 of Roy Chow. Battle right here with the 660 and the 11 of TC Roberts. TC and the 13 of King of the Aces thinking about what are they doing here, as the 13 of King of the Aces, the car owner, making it 3 wide with his teammate, the 11 of TC Roberts. The 42 of ZWTF goes with the 11 of TC Roberts, followed right behind. The 42 is going to be that 123 of Roy Chow. Roy sliding into the middle lane as they're thinking about maybe making it 3 wide again into turn 1, maybe 4 wide. Here comes that 34 of Super Snake down to the bottom. So 3 wide right now between the 34 of Super Snake and that 123 of Roy Chow, as the 799 of Mike Check powers off the turn in his Toyota for the Drop Bear Racing team. So the 11 of TC Roberts, again, who has just had a rough go this season, has worked his way up to the 6th position, but we have a battle for the lead right now between the 619 and the 329 of Heck of a Doober. Unfortunately for that 619 of Big Slick, balls deep for KFB. The 329 of Heck of a Doober, his car owner, that 07 of Douche Baggins, right behind him. So DB going with the 329 of Heck of a Doober right now, as Doober's still going to be your leader, as the 51 of AJM driving into turn 3 and 4. Trying to make it 3 wide as he slides in behind that 07 of Douche Baggins. So DB still on the outside right now of the 619 of Balls Deep, allowing that 3 of Geek Girl Games to catch back up here. So G3 right now with the 51 of AJM. She's sliding high as AJM a little slow off the turn right there. Got a little sideways coming off of turn 2. Probably looking here in the next lap or two, as we're going to probably see pit stops here happening here at California with about 15 laps to go. As the 3 of Geek Girl Games to the outside of the 51 of AJM. AJM getting hung out by that 07 of Douche Baggins for the 4th position. G3 takes it over here, as your leader on the track still going to be that 329 of Heck of a Doober. We're going to see if Doober stays out here this lap with 13 laps to go here at California. So that 51 of AJM is, for the final time, coming into the pits. Slowed down. He is followed right behind by that 34 of Super Snake, I do believe. Lost him. There we are. $123 of Roy Chow is in. The 34 of the 13. The 72, the 49. The 49 of Jetman. I'm not sure where he had worked himself up to. I don't think he was in the top 10, though. He's currently being shown 33rd right now. That's due to pit stops. So right side tires for that 51 of AJM. 4-tire stop again for that 51 of AJM. We're going to see if MBR can get him down and away and out and in front of that 329 of Heck of a Doober. So this is our last pit stops here today, as 12 laps to go. The 51 of AJM is down. He's away. He is working his way back out on the track right now. We'll jump back through the field. We'll see. Well, we're kind of stuck in the middle. As the 3 of Geek Girl Games was being shown as your leader. We're going to watch G3's pit stop here. G3, 19 laps led. She is going to have led probably the most laps here today at California. We're going to see we got 11 laps to go. If Duber comes out as the leader, he could be the one that leads the most laps. All up in the air right now as G3 makes her way down this front stretch, or down this pit road into her pit box. Right side tires going. Looks like it's going to be a 4-tire stop for this 3 of Geek Girl Games and G3 Motorsports. Fuel going into her car. Left side tires going on. Fuel going in. She is down and away for the final time. That 3 of Geek Girl Games going to try to put her car out, get her in the position to win this race. Here comes that 329 of Heck of a Duber. He's currently still your leader as G3 works out of the pit road. We see Duber in the background there as she comes out of turn 2, sliding into the track. Here comes the 329 of Heck of a Duber. This could be your battle for the lead right here as G3 sliding onto the track. Duber on the outside. He's going to have the run on the outside right now. So G3 almost takes over the lead from that 329 of Heck of a Duber after the pit stops. But Duber for Douche Motorsports in and out of the pits really well today, and he is going to retain the lead as we have about 10 laps to go here at California. The 619 of Big Slick, balls deep, trying to work underneath that 3 of Geek Girl Games. We're going to see if he's able to do that, or if the 51 of AJM is going to help with the draft here on the 3. AJM spent so many laps trying to get around that 619 of Balls Deep, and he is to the outside right now with the 3 of Geek Girl Games through the trioval as they cross the stripe. The 619 now has that drafting help by the 51, but will he be able to pull off the pass on the 3 of Geek Girl Games as she now has the draft help of that 619 as she's unable to get, as the 619 was able to pass her. Here comes the 11 of TC Roberts trying to get down to the inside of the 51. So TC has made his way up to the 5th position here today. Again, TC started 21st on the day. As a 3 of Geek Girl Games, she does have a good car, but you're going to need that drafting help by the folks behind you to be able to get around the car in front of you. This is allowing that 329 of Heck of a Duber for Douche Motorsports. He's allowing him to put about a half a second right now on second place, the 619 of Balls Deep, as the 3 of Geek Girl Games powering her car down to the inside of that 619. Down the front stretch they go. G3 with a little bit of a lead, but the 619 powering his way on the outside right now. G3 down to the inside, as well as the 51 of AJM. He's down to the inside. He's going to slide up in front of that 11 of TC Roberts. Here comes the 07 of Douche Baggins right now, as she drag races with the 619 of Big Slick, Balls Deep. The 11 of TC Roberts right to the back bumper of that 51 of AJM. Less than 10 to go here at California. Your leader on the track is still the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Battle on the track right here for the second position, as G3 is able to take away the second position from the 619 of Balls Deep, Big Slick for KFB. He now sets her sights on the leader, that 329 of Heck of a Duber, with 5 laps to go here at California. They have now caught up to the leader. We're going to see if G3 has what it takes to put her car around this 329 of Heck of a Duber, as his teammate, the 07 of Douche Baggins, down to the inside of the 51 of AJM. This is a battle on the track for the 5th position. So DB able to take away the 5th position from the 51 of AJM. As the 619, the 11, the 3 all battle right now hoping they get a chance to try to take over the lead from this 329 of Heck of a Duber with less than a handful of laps to go here at California. G3 is right there to the back bumper of your leader, that 329 of Heck of a Duber. On the outside of him right here as we go into 1 and 2. He's sliding up a little high. The 619, a big slick, trying to get down to the inside. G3 on the outside. Off the turn, she is going to retain second position as the 619, a big slick, was thinking about getting to the inside of her right there. Out of 4 and 5, single file line right now for the top 4. The AGM not going to be a factor at the top 5. The AGM not going to be a factor as of right now. G3 is, I'm sure she is itching to get around this 329 of Heck of a Duber as she does pull down to the inside. The 11 of the TC Roberts is going to go with her. G3 trying to work down to the inside of the 329 of Heck of a Duber off of turn 4. Headed back towards the stripe with about 2 laps to go here. G3 is going to take over the lead from the 329 of Heck of a Duber at the line, but she hasn't got the lead all the way yet as she works underneath that 329 of Heck of a Duber. He now has a full car length on him as the 11 of TC Roberts trying to get his first win in the More Freedom Series. Working to the inside of that 329, the 619, a big slick, caught on the outside right now. We're going to get the white flag here, folks. 1 lap to go here at California. It's that 3 of Geek Girl Games works down the front stretch. White flag for the 3 of Geek Girl Games, and 3 and almost 4 wide behind her for second place. G3 down into 1 and 2 for the final time, headed towards that backstretch. The 11 of TC Roberts trying to play spoiler here at California. As we head down the backstretch, G3 with several car lengths right now on that 11 of TC Roberts. Looks like she's going to be able to pull out this win. The battle's going to be for third place right now. As we head down to the line, your leader coming out of turn 4 is a 3 of Geek Girl Games. She is going to win it today here at California for G3 Motorsports. As she crosses the line, again, your winner today, here is G3. We're going to see what the battle for third place looks like in just a minute as the 619, the 07, and the 329 battled it out right there. 3 of Geek Girl Games. She will lead the most laps here today at California. Absolutely powering that car for G3 Motorsports to the front of this field and taking over the win from the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Duber going to finish third today. Definitely going to help his points this season, but let's go through your top 10. Your winner again is the 3 of Geek Girl Games. Second place will be the 11 of TC Roberts. Third will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Fourth will be the 619 of Balls Deep. Fifth will be the 07 of Douchebaggins. Sixth will be the 51 of AJM. Seventh will be the 34 of Super Snake. Eighth will be the 799 of Mike Check. Ninth will be the 23 of Fuller Than You, and rounding out your top 10 will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack. Awesome race here at California, and if anything can top that, next week we go to the road course. We go to Sonoma for the Sonoma 46. So road course next week, and we're going to see how these drivers do, as this will be the second of 3 road courses this season. The first one was won by the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. So we're gonna see if Ice Cream's got what it takes at Sonoma, pick up a second win at a road course. Let's go through your points real fast, as I believe that's gonna really boost the 329 of Heck of a Duber. He's going to extend his points lead at least over the 69 of Arco Creates, I know, because he finished 28th today. G3 is going to have an awesome points day, being your winner and leading the most laps and leading at halfway. So She's going to get 15 extra bonus points. Definitely is going to help her. That's probably going to boost her up, as the 300 finished 32nd and the 00 finished 27th on the day. The 96 of Nico is going to finish 18th. He may move up in the point standings. I mean, you're seeing him on the screen. So team points. We're going to see the team points here, as I believe MBR should still be leading the team points, as they were up over about 103 over Douche Motorsports, which we'll see how they're doing and what the chassis standings look like. Great race today here at California. No caution flags here today, and it turned into an awesome win by the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, after she had started in the 19th position today. G3 comes from 19th all the way up, leads the most laps, leads it halfway, wins the race. Had an awesome job today in the pits by the 3 and G3 Motorsports. And if we can top it for next week when we head to Sonoma, I'm looking forward to it. This is a great start to the second half of season number 3. And until next week at Sonoma, congratulations to the 3 of Geek Girl Games, and take care.